For me, this is still one of the best phones that I can recommend for this year 2022. Hey guys, it's your tech girl Mary and welcome back to our YouTube channel. Finally guys, ma-i-review ko na here sa ating YouTube channel itong Poco X4 GT. Itong smartphone ng Poco na launch siya globally noong June of this year. And I know medyo late na tayo sa game, pero I don't think it's too late. Kaya naman for today's video, ibibigay ko sa inyo yung aking long-term experience with the Poco X4 GT. Let's start with the pricing. The Poco X4 GT retails for 18,990 pesos for the 8 GB of RAM na merong 128 GB of internal storage. Sakto, this 1111, magiging 14,990 pesos na lang siya. Kind of a huge price cut, ano? Pero kung tutuusin mo, without the slash, okay pa rin naman ang Poco X4 GT. Anyway, aside dito sa phone na to, isa sa mga phones na na-review natin in the past is the Poco F4. This will also be on sale sa Lazada and Shopee from 20,990 pesos, magiging 16,490 pesos na lang ito. But anyway, ito yung topic ng video natin, and for me, Poco X4 GT is one of the best smartphone that I can recommend din naman talaga for this upcoming November 11. Alam naman natin kaliwat kanan ang sale, kaya naman din be wise sa pagbili ng susunod yung smartphone. Naalala ko yung nireview natin yung Poco X3 GT. Dalawa nga yung videos na ginawa ko sa kanya last year. Hindi man masyadong appealing yung design ng phone na yon, performance-wise, hindi siya nagpatalo. Pero sa phone nila ngayon, medyo iba, no guys? Maganda siya at matte na yung kanyang finish. Hindi katulad nung Poco X3 GT na very glossy. And I'll be honest with you guys, hindi ganun kasarap sa matatignan yung smartphone na yon. With this one, it is very trendy, very 2022 kumbaga. But then again, there's nothing really unique about its design. Kumbaga sa isang mid-range device, parang familiar na siya. But at least, it's not boring. But just like any Xiaomi or Poco device, medyo may flex lang ng konti sa kanyang likod, ano? But then, it's not to the point na parang masisira na. Kumbaga, it's a typical back panel for a smartphone at this price point. Walang sinabing any ingress protection yung Poco X4 GT, but if you guys remember, yung Poco X3 GT before, it has an IP53 certification. But you know what? At least, they added guys a headphone jack here sa ibabaw na kung saan missing in action talaga to guys doon sa kanyang predecessor. Despite it having a boxy and sharp design, I didn't find it bothering at all for the past few months. Probably because I was using a jelly case the whole time. Anyway, when it comes to its display, isa to sa pinaka-paborito kong feature ng device na to. It has a flat display na merong 6.6 inches size at meron din itong 144Hz refresh rate. Syempre, may compromise nga lang ito. It only has an IPS panel. But then, we are getting Dolby Vision and HDR10 support, which really complements, guys, yung ating multimedia consumption. But the past few days, I noticed the colors of the panel are not as vibrant as a typical AMOLED display. But don't worry, indoors naman, dito natin mafu-fully take advantage yung ganda ng kanyang display. I know most of you guys say na more than enough na ang 120Hz for a smooth performance. However guys, the extra smoothness the 144Hz panel provides really makes a big difference. Now let's talk about the camera performance of the Poco X4 GT. In all honesty guys, camera talaga ang gusto kong i-focus sa video natin. But since medyo natagalan yung review natin for this device, I decided na lang to talk about as well other specifications or other parts of this phone. We have a triple setup here. We got a 64 megapixels primary camera. Meron din tayong 8 megapixels ultra-wide and a 2 megapixels depth sensor. Honestly speaking, sabihin ko na agad sa inyo guys, medyo hit or miss yung camera performance ng device na to. I can say na hindi ito yung pinaka-strongest point niya, but then I'm really glad that we don't have a macro camera or dedicated macro lens here. Anyway, most of the time naman guys, images produced by the Poco X4 GT are really nice. And for this price point, sakto lang yung produce niyang photos, especially yung ating mga night shots. Although when it comes to ultra-wide angle lens, you will really notice guys yung drop when it comes to quality. And yes, medyo may noise tayo talaga sa kanya. Ngayon, may lack of image stabilization tayo sa kanya, which is why I do not recommend this device when it comes to filming too much videos. But good news when it comes to the output of the 20 megapixel selfie camera. Maganda yung kinalabasan, even not under good lighting conditions. Now, inside the Poco X4 GT is of course one of the best chipsets that we have right now. It has a 5nm MediaTek Dimensity 8100 chipset, alongside with either 128GB or 256GB of storage. Alam naman natin lahat on paper, yung ganong configuration is good and very practical. Meaning, when it comes to multitasking, magiging manageable ito kahit ano pang ibato natin sa kanya. And with my experience, guys, I was able to switch between multiple applications or even floating windows without a hassle, given pa that the Poco X4 GT delivers 144Hz refresh rate. I think it's a complete gaming package as well. I did not find, guys, the Poco X4 GT to be limiting in any aspect. In fact, the higher refresh rate display felt extremely responsive in most cases. Typically, when gaming, a smartphone tends to draw its power from its battery. However, I noticed, guys, even from longer sessions, yung Poco X4 GT managed to maintain a good level of battery, despite it not having 5,000 mAh and up. It also comes with the 67 watts power brick, na kung saan it only took me to fully charge the Poco X4 GT from 0 to 100% in just 55 minutes. But of course, it changes from time to time depending on what I'm doing. Medyo mas mabagal lang siya pag ginagamit ko, but most of the time it is, again, below 60 minutes. When combined and in terms of real-world experience, sa tingin ko, Poco X4 GT is, again, that not only performs beyond from its price, and really brings justice from its Poco name. So, yup, kung ngayon pa lang kayo bibili, this upcoming November 11, itong Poco X4 GT sa Lazada or either in Shopee, huwag kayong mag-alala because it's not yet too late. All links will be down in the description box below para na rin hindi na kayo maghanap pa. Again, it's your tech girl Mary, and see you on our next video. Bye, guys!